there are moments of the game where like this is good? Question mark.
But I will be on my deathbed and I'll be
Thinking
like,
about that platform.
why? I could have been playing anything else.
It feels so good.
No.
You are get out of here. Throughout my whole playthrough, I was somewhere between bored and just mad.
This game, man. You can't just break the rules every screen.
How dare you, hamburger music? Like, I'm gonna take offense to that.
For some reason, this game like has a home in my brain and will never leave.
Fuck this game, I'm gonna beat it because I fucking hate it.
Every time I talk about this game, I sound insane. I need to do drugs. I'm a Birdman. The homing gun to shoot the lobsters.
Why are the blocks there? Why does anything exist, you know? Like, why does this game exist?
So you're trying to tell me that you think this is a joyless piece of shit?
I think this game is very, very good. One of the best games I played this year for sure.
No, dude.
Alrighty, everybody, hello and welcome for a very special edition Video Game Day episode of Video Game Book Club, also known as Seriously Casual, where we are here to talk about a Genesis game. Another Genesis game. What a shock. So how you fellas doing? Super, Chris, Colin, Holden, Darth.
Ready to go. Yeah. Ready to talk about this gem. It's classic.
Yeah, there's gems. They're called Chaos.
Emeralds.
Emeralds,
Yeah.
yeah.
Emeralds.
So-
Oh yeah, might be.
Emeralds.
Sorry.
It's emeralds. Yeah.
Stones.
So, yeah,
This
rolling.
is stone.
Someone was stoned.
Somebody
for
had
sure.
to be, guaranteed. But no, we're here to talk about Sonic Spinball. Darth, am I correct? This was your pick?
That would be correct.
Okay, yeah. So Sonic Spinball for the Sega Genesis or the Mega Drive, whatever you will call it. Released in, let's see, it was November 23rd, 1993. So oldie but oldie. So the thing I was talking about behind the scenes talk was that, okay, sorry, the OST is just so good in my ears. So Sega had Sonic 3 coming out, and they realized it was not going to release in time for the holiday season, and they were like, oh fuck. So they needed a game. So they put a crunch team on another Sonic game for the holiday season, and here we are with Sonic Spinball, the holiday hit.
That's a very interesting little factoid. So this game is the beginning of the Sonic shovelware that just
Yeah.
it's the first
spin-off,
one.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's the first spin-off.
It was the oh
Because
shit.
Sonic
we
1
need-
and Sonic 2, and everyone loved those games, right? And they're like, well, we need a spin-off. And I think we know how the Sonic series has dealt with games like that over the years.
It was made in less than a year.
9 months.
No way.
I thought it was a
I would've-
weekend.
Yeah, I thought
could've never
there might
heard-
have been a couple of weeks. anyways, so
They assembled a crack team on crack.
so it did have ports. This is the weirdest part. It had a port to the Game Gear, which I think is really interesting because this game screamed Game Gear to me. So the fact that it did have a port later made sense. And the Master System.
What?
It went backwards. What?
My God.
Well, so did Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, but that was Sonic the Hedgehog.
This game must have been successful, I guess.
Yeah,
been
it was
something.
actually. It sold quite well, apparently.
Was it
Definitely
packaged?
for all the children.
Was it packaged with another game?
I hope.
Because
Sonic
when I
was
looked
not
through
good.
the manual and it had like Aladdin with it and didn't look further into it.
I think that might have been just an
Carrying.
advertisement.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what's so interesting thing about this game? Did you guys know it takes place in the universe of the TV series, the cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
So the hugs are no good if they're from a stranger, and chili dogs are great. And that's about all
Can
I
we-
remember.
Can we get through this episode without talking about Sonic universes? I don't really want to talk about that.
No,
Oh,
it's a Sonic
You
game.
guys don't want to talk
Too
about
late.
contenders?
Too late, bud.
But yeah, this is Sonic Spinball. So Darth, this is your pick. Would you like to kind of give us some insight on why you slapped it on our decisions?
Sure. So like one of my introductions to playing like classic games, I don't know if you remember that like Sega Genesis collection on like the PlayStation 3. That was like a
Yes.
hallmark of my childhood.
Interesting.
And this was one of the games on there, and I always really liked pinball. Yeah. And I was like never able to like really beat the game, but I always thought as a kid it was kind of cool. And I probably just thought I sucked ass at video games, and that's why I couldn't beat it. And I was thinking really hard. I wanted to have kind of like a creative pick on the list because I had some safe picks, and I was like, I just wanted, honestly, this was kind of like a chaotic neutral pick. I kind of knew it was not going to be well received.
I can respect
And
that.
I just wanted to try to beat it without save states, which I did not do. Not even close. So I basically only picked it because I knew it was kind of weird and hard, and I wanted to see basically like the entire game, because I probably played like the first level for like 15-20 hours combined. As a kid.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, hey man, I think that starting stage, the music is kind of a bit of an earworm.
Yeah,
I really
not bad.
respect that.
and then it keeps playing for the next
Yeah,
30
forever.
seconds.
Quite an earworm, dude. Never stops.
Yeah, bores into your brain, and then it's there forever. But
How about that options music though?
how about that score music? I'm gonna play that
Yo-
for the fans at home.
Yo, did anyone here look at the options menu in this game?
I did,
I
and
know.
I
did.
Yep.
What's on the
And,
options? Yeah.
How did your ears react to opening the options menu?
Okay, I think the people at home need to hear this noise. I'm not gonna call it music.
I'd call it a cacophony.
Oh boy.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't believe it. I could not. I still don't believe it.
Well, everybody at home's about to believe it.
Ugh.
That's great. What do you mean?
Yeah, I can understand why you guys don't like it, but I don't know. I don't think it's that bad.
It was
I
also
like it.
the score theme thing. So that's what greeted you when you beat a level, and it let you know your score, or you got a game over. I can't quite remember, or both.
It's both.
It was delightful. All right, back to the actual OST.
I mean, I know the Genesis is often made fun of for its sound chip, but like, how did they like create that? And
somebody
then
listened to that and might put it in.
yeah,
like,
put
what?
it in the game. Like, were they not worried about like lawsuits for damage to eardrums or like just general distress? It's like if I heard that, like they should make that into an emergency alert sound or something. Like if I heard that, like I'd be like, "What the fuck's going on? Like, is everyone like, do I need to take shelter?" Like,
If I
so
may
bad.
quote this YouTube comment that got me, he said, "Eating eating knives type beat." Which
yeah, that's really good.
but yeah, now that we've kind of we've laid it on the table ish. Would anybody like to start us off?
Darth, I think you should probably start us off.
Yeah, so, well, like, you know, you see this game and you're like, I like the pinball sections in like that area in Sonic
Oh yeah,
2.
Casino Night.
Yeah, Casino
So-
Night, that's fun. You're like, blink, 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 and it's kind of like cool and fun. But I think the bottom line is that you get to like stay alive and play it until you fall down, and then it's over. But this game like forces you to keep doing it for multiple hours on end, and it got really old really fast, and the game seems really buggy, and it's framey, and it's tedious and repetitive, and you can't fucking see what you need to see on even the singular like secular boards. And I most of the time just found myself really frustrated going in circles and going places I didn't want to go. And I kind of knew it was a shit game, but I was disappointed by like how shit it actually was. That being said, I mean, the first stage, I like the music. and I like the idea of a pinball platformer. I think it's like a cool idea. I'm just kind of disappointed that they've dropped the bag on this one.
Yeah. Pinball platformer does sound like a cool mix, but it's just there's you gotta finesse the execution and
I cook it a little bit longer than 9 minutes.
yeah.
So you think this was a game that would have been better served staying in your memory, perhaps?
Honestly, I'm happy to make some new
Yeah.
memories today with you guys. So
Yeah.
Good answer. Good. You should be a PR person.
Really sold me on Sonic Spinball, but then I heard the options music, and then
No, I mean, like I said, I respect why you picked it. I think it was it's going to be a good conversation. So I'm glad you did.
I would like to present to the ladies and gentlemen in the studio audience. There's a music off option, and I was like, all right, somebody knew.
They knew. They
knew.
knew. Yeah,
oh
they knew.
no, dude.
They knew.
Had to look at the options.
So it's funny when I did a YouTube search for the options music because I was just I was in disbelief. Most of the first like 3 results you get are like options music corrected, options music fixed. Like
Oh,
what?
no, dude, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that's the only video game track I've ever looked up where those are the first results. It's like we fixed it.
It's like
Don't worry.
clearly there's got to be something wrong with my ROM. Like I went to the options menu and then my ear started bleeding.
My eyeballs exploded.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm typing this right now, but I feel like I need to go because I would say it's a shameful admission. So this is the first game I have not beaten for Book Club.
Oh,
Well, like if you count my Clock Tower ending, beating it. I did not want to play this game. I played it for about 3 hours, and I found every second. Like it's weird. I enjoyed it, and I got to the second level, and I was like, okay, maybe this game's not all bad. And then I got to traversing the second level, and I was like, maybe this game is all bad. And I was like, no, I'm doing this. I'm gonna do it. And I probably spent about 2 or so hours just getting back to the second level, having no idea what to do, trying to find the emeralds. Managed to get to that. I got to stage 3 with 1 life because you only get an extra life every 20 million points. And originally I thought, oh, every time you start a stage, it's going to give you 3 lives, which would have been nice, but that is not the world we live in. And once you use up your 3 lives, or you probably get an extra bonus 1 by stage 2, that's it. And I wasn't going to use save states, and I got to the point where I was so over everything about this game. And here I struggled through Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, maybe a little bit out of spite, but at least that game was just not, I don't know, offensive. It wasn't offensive, but I just didn't like playing it. This game offended me, if I may quote. Holden, was that you who said that
I think
about
that was me,
some other
yeah.
game? Yeah.
Crusader.
Yeah. Well, this one offended me, and I flushed it. I was like, nope, So I got to stage 3, had 1 life, saw a little bit of it, and I was like, yep, I have formulated an opinion on this game. And
Oh, you need to.
boy, it's just, you know what it really was? It was the persistence of the Chaos Emeralds. Like, if the stage would have stayed in between lives, I probably would have muscled through it. But it was just the fact that you had to do all of the fuckery every time. I was like, I don't want to. I cannot bring myself to do this. And yeah, I flushed it on stage 3.
Yeah, I don't blame you. 1 bit. Very reasonable response to this game.
But I didn't like that it was a pick. I respect the pick. Don't think I'm hating Darth. But
I mean, I think in this in our little club here, I think we could pick ET for Atari, and it would still be cool, right? Like, because it'd be funny to talk about.
Look forward to November's game at ET.
I think that what makes this an interesting pick, though, is that it is basically just a cash grab. It is soulless and devoid of almost anything that makes a video game fun and interesting for me personally. So like ET for Atari is like, I mean, maybe that's a cash grab, but at least there's like, I've never seen that game, but there's like, one would assume some sort of like linear progression through a game that you can like try to suss out. And this, it's like, literally, what am I supposed to be doing? You know?
I think if you like closed your eyes and rubbed your eyeballs, and you know how you can like see colors and spots and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that would be more of a video game than ET.
And more than this, I think.
So,
but I agree, regardless.
Yeah. Do you wanna say your full piece, Colin?
Yeah. So I really don't have a whole lot to say here. Because first of all, I procrastinated because I was like Danny, I really didn't want to play it. But then I was like, okay, I'll take it on my work trip and I will play it in the hotel in some downtime. And I gave this game about an hour, and that is all I think it deserves.
Oh my god!
So certainly didn't beat it. Didn't see the end of the first level. So I watched a video, so like I saw like.
Oh, so
up
you
to
didn't
level
miss
4.
the wonderful noise that the boss makes when you hit him.
So yeah, so I saw up to level 4, right? But I did not beat the first level in my experience with it. I don't know. I don't know. But I remember thinking at the time playing it that like there's a lot of like maybe interesting not like game ideas here, but like how to milk Sonic in a way. I don't know. It's hard to describe because it's shit, but it's also like there's something interesting about this just in like a monstrosity kind of way.
Morbid.
Yeah. Like turning what Sonic is, and like that you fight Eggman in all these different dumbass ways, like from the video I saw. Like I think there is a level of creativity to that I can respect, especially knowing they had to crunch this thing, and I'm sure that everyone making it was like, this is some dog shit. What are we doing here? You know, but they had to, right? And then I also, like, you guys are crapping on the music, and that's fine. I kind of, like, from watching the video and hearing the first level, I kind of liked it, you know, but then again, I'm not really offended by the Genesis or the GBA or other systems with really trash sound chips, so.
Well, I mean, just imagine hearing it for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And while being frustrated, it is.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah. But even that, like, options music, I was like, all right. I don't know, something's wrong with me, man. Anyway, that's about it. Nothing really good there.
Would you say this is the worst video game you've ever played?
Top of my head, sure. Let's say yes.
Oh my god!
But I don't think I've played some real stinkers, you know. So,
there you go. It's confirmed.
Yeah, I know Brian would say like,
you haven't played a real bad game.
Yeah, I've played a real bad one. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
It's pretty bad though.
Like,
really
yeah.
bad.
So my experience with this game is similar to Danny's. I got to the 3rd level and fell into the little chute that sends you into your death, and there's nothing you can do about it. That was immediately the first thing that happened to me, and I had 1 life left, and I game overed, and I said, well, I guess that's that, and I never played it again.
We had such a
my
similar
God.
experience.
Yeah. Like, I spent a decent amount of time with this game. Like, I got very familiar with the first level. I knew how to beat it pretty well. And, like, let me just say this right off the first thing. This, in my opinion, is the worst game we've played.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yep.
Easily.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
That we've played here, for sure.
Yes, it is by far the worst game we've played here. But there were a few moments during my experience with it where I had what I would describe as fun for a couple seconds here and there, sprinkled about. It probably had something to do with the decent graphics and the catchy tunes. That was probably about it, really. But I'm a fan of virtual pinball. I've played a decent amount of pinball video games, and there's some good ones out there, like Demon Crush, Alien Crush, Revenge of the Gator on Game Boy. Like, there's some good ones. 3D Space Cadet Pinball.
Oh,
how
the
could we
classic.
like that game
Pokemon
kicks
Pinball.
ass.
Pokemon Pinball.
I have not played that one, but I've heard it's good. They just dropped the ball on every single aspect of this game. Like Sonic's physics as a pinball are so bad.
Like
And one-
floaty.
Yes, very floaty, very slow. And then you combine that with the frame rate and the choppiness, and the scrolling actually gave me a headache. Straight up. Every time I played it, I got a headache.
The frame rate is really something else. Yeah, like even for me, I'm just like, I don't know. It's fucking 30. What is it? Like 30 max. It can't be. I
It
don't
was
know what
weird
is.
because when you would get to the segments where you would like stand as him in like the enclosed spaces, it would be okay, and you're like, wait, what? And it was like weird to my eyes.
And you play the bonus stage where it runs at 60, and it's like, oh, this is actually
Yeah,
pleasant.
yeah. Those bonus
There's
stages are
a-
pretty cool.
There's
The
a story
ball
behind why
physics
it's
on the
so great, man.
bonus stage, the ball physics on the bonus stage, like actually feel like pinball. Like, so that's what's confusing to me. Like, clearly they knew how to program proper pinball physics. They
Yeah.
just decided not to.
That guy only worked on the weekends and talked to nobody else.
I guess. So, what was the story, Garth?
So you know how it was like a crunched game. Essentially, the code was scrapped and rewritten, I believe, in C rather than whatever the regular like coding language that was typically used for Sega Genesis games was. So, oh fuck. So that's why it frames so badly.
I see.
That's why it frames so badly. I feel like the physics, like they were trying to go for like the way you can kind of control it in like Sonic 2, but it just doesn't feel good.
Never played Sonic 2, so I have no point of comparison. But
What? Anyways,
Sonic
this
1
is the
and 2 are
only
great.
this is the only Sonic game I've ever played. So to me, this is the
This is Sonic.
representation of Sonic. Yes, yes. So not too good there, Sonic.
And the Crusader of Senti.
True.
Giant Sonic. This game could have used a giant Sonic.
So all my Sonic experiences, Crusader Senti in this game, ooh boy, yikes! But to me, like the idea that Eggman / Dr. Robotnik has a fortress with what the manual calls a pinball defense system, like to me that sounds kind of cool. Like child me would be like, sick, yeah, that's cool as fuck. Like I think the idea is cool. Like Sonic lends himself to this pretty well because he loves going into a ball. Everyone knows that. That's one of his favorite activities. And they just, I don't know, I guess like because it was a crunch game and they just wanted to shit it out to sell copies. It was a victim of that, but it's a real shame. It's a real shame the way it turned out.
Yeah, like there could have been a cool game here, but it was just
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, without going into any specifics, yeah, that's basically my experience with this game.
I can state my thoughts because I have very little to say about this game that hasn't already been said. I also did not beat it. I got to okay, so I played the first stage and I'm like, this is interesting. It runs like shit and it feels bad, but it's interesting. And I kind of learned the level, and then I'm like, okay, maybe there's something here. And then yeah, I got to stage 2 and I'm like, oh, this is dog shit. And that's just about as far as I went. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just agreeing with most of what you guys are saying so far. Just like, yep, this is poorly executed indeed.
I think that in and of itself says everything about the game. There's just really not a whole lot to speak of.
I don't know. So my first time I ever saw this game, Super, is when you guys were doing that retro shuffler.
Yeah,
And
it was a game in that.
I forget. Maybe Darth and I were playing Deadlock or something. I was doing something on the side, and I looked over, and like the goal was like beat a stage. And every time I looked over, everybody who was playing it never did anything. And I was like, this game must be hard or like weird. And then I never thought about it again, and I forgot that I'd seen it. And I booted it up, and I was like, oh fuck, I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah. The shuffler race format definitely exacerbated some of this game's lesser qualities, which is all of them.
All
Yeah.
of them, yeah.
Truly
no.
fantastic.
Oh boy.
What about Holden's first impressions?
Yeah,
Very
Holden,
cool.
defend
Paul
this.
Allen's card.
Holden's favorite game
Yeah.
of all time.
Actually, guys, I really like this game. No. Did any of you guys play Metroid Prime Pinball on the DS?
I did not.
No.
The game was really good, and just I don't know why I was expecting to have anything like that going into this. I was really excited because that's the only other like video game pinball game I've played other than like dedicated true pinball games. But I had played this at a neighbor's house when I was a kid, and
Did you beat
I
him
remember
up?
thinking. I remember thinking it was super cool because I only saw like 5 minutes of it. And this whole time, like kind of similarly to Darth, I was like, oh, maybe the game's good. Maybe I'll have fun with it. I was like really looking forward to it. And long story short, this is the only game I've truly flushed in book club. I didn't even like. There was a point where I was like, do I save state it? And then I was like, no, like that doesn't. I don't even think I'm gonna get anything out of that. I think I was just so offended by, okay, I got 2 out of the 3 emeralds in level 1, and I've gone through the whole level like 5 times in a row, and I still don't know how to get the 3rd emerald. And that mixture of like pinball needs to be good on a pinball level, and the platforming and like it's almost designed to be like a puzzle game more than anything, and it's
Yeah.
just the worst combination. It feels like it could work it on paper, but it weirdly reminds me. I haven't seen it too much, but there's a relatively recent indie game that's a Metroidvania pinball, and I remember looking at the reviews and people being like, yeah, it's a fun pinball game, but it really doesn't work like as a Metroidvania. I think it had some good reception, not to say it's bad, but just after playing this, I'm like, holy cow, like, can you do a genre mashup of pinball? Because it seems to be fighting itself so much. Yeah, that was my experience of Sonic Spinball.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned like just the pinball kind of doesn't work because the thing about a pinball table is like, you know, you're looking at the whole table, like you kind of have an idea where the ball might go, like what you're doing. So this, when not only can you not see the entire area you're in, there's multiple areas. It's just like, oh god.
So dumb. Like the field of view that you have compared to like what you're meant to be moving through is just not good enough. It's not good enough at all. Like the arrows are there, but they don't help. They do not help. They're like a band-aid, and it's not sticking. It's like a band-aid you put on your wet foot at the pool.
And this game
That
is
you didn't take out of the wrapper.
Yeah, it's just you just threw it at your foot.
Sonic Spinball confirmed wet foot.
It's what Todd Hug.
So there's a lot of pinball games where you can't see the whole table, and it can work. I think one of the problems with this game is it doesn't just scroll vertically; it scrolls horizontally as well. Like pinball table is like it's like a column, right? Like it's not just like a big fucking mess in front of you. Like it's a vertical rectangle, right? So it's only supposed to scroll one direction, so you can kind of keep track of what's going on. This game just completely abandoned that idea of like, let's allow the player to try to mentally keep track of where they are and what happens on what part of the table. Basically, what they're supposed to do. Like that's one. There's several things I think this game could have done slightly differently that could have made it a whole lot better. And one of them is the cryptic objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just banging your head against the wall until you figure out what the fuck to do. And that combined with other things like the board resetting when you die is just so fucking bad. Like I remember dying several times on level 1 when I was near the end, and it was just like a gut shot. Like there were several times where I almost just stopped, but I powered on, and I not for much longer, but I did. It's just weird decisions, and I know we say this a lot in our discussions, but this is one of those games where you're supposed to every now and then pick it up and give it your best shot and see how far you can get, right? And maybe one day you'll get far enough and beat it or whatever, but I don't think that formula really works anymore because of things like, saving and that's another thing, passwords. Why the fuck doesn't this game have passwords?
So it does have a level select, but it's a cheat code.
Oh.
Of course it is.
Which, yeah.
They were probably not confident in the fact that it only had 4 levels, and then they were scared that people were going to beat it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're right.
It only has 4 levels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Took them
Yeah,
9
you
months
guys-
to make 4 levels. What the?
Colin, you saw the 4th level, but you didn't. Did anyone actually play the 4th level?
I did
No.
not.
I couldn't tell you the
I've-
difference between the first, second, or third, or fourth.
I played about probably 25 to 30 seconds of the 3rd level.
Yep.
Oh no.
Just enough
It
to
was-
see it.
It
Have
was
your
called
dreams
The
crushed.
Machine,
Yeah.
and I didn't
bad.
find any
Great.
dolphins.
That level, don't you didn't miss out, believe it or not.
I'm shocked, honestly. I am shocked.
Oh, I do
I don't
want
know.
to. I said
Good.
that awful noise that the first boss makes. It was so funny to me because I was already pissed at the game because I was like, dude, this game sucks. And I had my speakers on. I was playing. Leo was asleep in his cat tree, and I started hitting the boss rapidly, and it was making that noise. He literally woke up and left. And I was like, you know what, Leo? I agree.
And even Leo shitting on it. Oh god.
Like, what the fuck is this?
You want to know
doing?
something like that just exemplifies how fucked up this game's development cycle is too? They were like at the rap party, like, celebrating that they finished the game, and there's like some of like the Japanese guys from like the main like Sonic team makes the Sonic games, and they had like remixed like 2 songs from Sonic 1 and 2 into some part of the game. I don't remember what part. And the Japanese guys were like, dude, it's crazy that you guys got Sega to like buy the rights for like those songs. And they were like, what? And so it turns out that the guy who made the music, at least for Sonic 1, still had the rights to it. So the composer had to go and write a track 2 hours before they finally like shipped off whatever the code. So there's like there's like 1 or 2 tracks that were made 2 hours before shipping. Completely.
Yeah, options.
Like,
Options
That's insane.
music.
is it the? You think so? It might be, honestly.
Well, dude, if you gave me
The
a
envy of
keyboard, if you gave me a keyboard, a MIDI keyboard, and an entire day, I could come up with something better. And I'm not a
Probably
musician.
too.
And then I could like have some spare time too. Like, honestly, what the song literally goes da na 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 na.
And also in like the worst noise you could ever imagine.
On
yeah,
a cheese grater.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I
Back
it's
in.
like someone took some gears, and for like several years they like farted on them every day, and then like after several years they were grinded them together. That's what that sounded
They're
like.
like, finally.
Game is buggy too. Like there's multiple times where shit was happening, especially in the final level, that definitely wasn't supposed to be happening. Like there's like, you know how like on a pinball board you can like fall down like to the side, the left or right, and then you like fall into the pit, you know,
Mhm.
whatever. So like there's these things in the final level where you hit these like rocks. They're like kind of like extra lives that you get from bumping into crystals around the other parts of the map. Anyways, I would be like just like so you like fall down, and then because that you created that safe zone, you get like shot back up into the board. And I was just like playing the level far away from where those rocks were, just like doing my own thing, and randomly Sonic would just be shot straight up in the sky for no reason.
That sounds pretty cool. I mean, it's
It was
exciting.
like I mean, yeah, it was the most exciting thing to happen.
yeah. I'd welcome something like that. A few times I'd clipped through things that definitely
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the thing,
I was
too.
not
They were
supposed to clip through.
Weird clipping.
I saw that just happen in the video when, yeah,
Yeah, the flippers
happened to me
like
too.
whenever they go down, they don't interact with Sonic. So if you like push them down into him, then he'll pop back up above them, which saved me many times.
Just like real life.
Just like a real pinball.
Do you guys think if this game ran at a solid 60, it would be better?
No,
No,
Okay.
it might be less
I mean-
offensive.
marginally, yeah, like less than 1% better. Yeah, it would. Yeah,
Polish a turd.
yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Like,
I wish you could.
I mean,
see the whole
it
board.
probably wouldn't have given me headaches. So that would have been cool. Not being in pain while I play.
Apparently, if you overclock an emulator, you can actually get it to do that.
Nice. Now, who would do that though?
no one.
Cheaters.
You know, it's
Also,
funny.
Yeah.
I watched a couple reviews of this game a few days ago, like little online reviews, and the comment sections are full of people who are like, "I fucking love this game. This is one of my favorite games ever. This
Some
game's
fans.
so great. Oh, I'm gonna go fire up my Genesis right now. I remember that. Yeah, oh,
They're liars. They're liars.
I like
Dude,
to
the
think.
only way you could like this game is if you had it as a little kid, and that's it. I just saw you clip through one. Like,
Yep.
I don't know. Even like that.
Yeah, no.
I remember as a little kid playing games and thinking they were shitty. I remember. But I guess if you really love Sonic,
To be
like, a
honest, as a
lot.
kid, I didn't think it was shitty. I really liked Sonic as a kid, and I thought this game was cool.
Yeah, but now you've played it again. Like, you're not in the YouTube comments defending it. If you were here defending it, I would be. I don't know.
I would be fucked up. You can go to jail for that.
You'd be banned.
Like, it
we
was.
would seriously have to like have a talk with you.
It was a thought I had today at work. Like, it was
Wellness
literally in
check
my
right
brain
there.
thinking, what if somebody likes this game? I was like, what am I gonna say? Like, Legacy of Kain, I was like, you know, there were points to be. It was defensible in some way, but I was ready for if somebody liked this game to literally just be like, no, I'm sorry.
Like
You're
I thought I knew. Like, oh man. Yeah, I took a couple notes about this game, mostly ranting about how unforgiving it is and how there's no continues and no passwords and how the board resets when you die. Just so player unfriendly, you know, like it's almost like they hated the people who bought this game. Like it felt that way.
I'll teach them.
But I don't think that's what they're going for. I think Chris mentioned it like they did it so you didn't just beat it in one sitting and get pissed. Because I know like this game probably costs like what $50, $40, and like in '93 that was a lot of money.
I think I would apologize to my parents.
I want to look that up now.
Yeah, like
Probably
games
a
back in the
45.
day were $50, $60. Some of them were even more, and like back then that was a lot of money. And like if you were to sit down and play this game, being as shitty as it is, and you finish it like in an afternoon or like even a few days, man, oh man, like your parents are probably gonna throw your Genesis out the window and like send you to military school.
I just have a vision in my head of like you playing the game that they got you, and you get to the options menu or the score thing. They're like, "What did we buy him?"
Yeah, like they're in the kitchen and they hear it from the next room.
Shut
and,
it
like,
off! Shut that
like the
off!
dog starts howling and like the windows
Glass
break.
breaks.
The cops kick the door in.
Oh, we may be about to see me get the mysterious third emerald on the first stage here. Like that was
I
another.
just think
thing.
it's funny that nobody beat the game. No one.
I beat the
Nope.
game.
You did.
I used a lot of save states.
Oh.
Hey man, I
okay.
hey, listen. At least I fucking did it. Okay, it was the game I picked. I could not beat it.
That's fair.
I was
How
also
long
worried
did
nobody
it
else would.
take you?
I probably played all together, probably like maybe like 10, maybe like 8 hours.
So when you say you use save states, I'm assuming you didn't just save at the beginning of each stage.
No, it was more like after I got up Chaos Emerald, I would say.
Okay.
Because, like, yeah, I didn't want to have to go through that shit every single time because it was annoying. I would be like, this
Yeah.
feels like progress. I feel like this game's hard enough. If this was Dark Souls, there'd be a bonfire, like, there'd be like 3 between each fucking emerald.
That's funny.
It truly is
Okay,
the Dark
well-
Souls of Sonic pinball games.
So true. Also, like, what's up? They just hate whoever made, like, who was, like, gonna play this game. Because there's, like, those like, robot chicken things.
Cluck alert.
The Cluck Alert, and they will like respawn every like 5 seconds, and they're right in
Instantly,
the way.
dude.
So it's like you're like, okay, I beat it, and then you like fumble on the fucking flippers, and it's like Cluck time, and it's like, no!
Anything but cluck time.
So, was anyone, like, when the messages on the top were scrolling, was anyone able to read them?
I was desperately trying to
Half
read
the
like the
time.
longer ones, and they would scroll by so fast, and I think that was giving me a headache.
Yeah, because I remember at some points, like, because apparently there's some, like, semi-useful information on those. Like, see there, it says quick jump inside, right? But that's not scrolling. I don't know why it's blinking. Fuck you, whoever made it do that. But, like, when it's scrolling, when there's a longer message, I just, like, couldn't do it. I tried. I'm like, what, like...
My favorite one was when it's just like screaming, just
Yeah, I'm like, what did I do? Why are you doing this?
It's crazy to think that, like, this game was made by professionals, right? And, like, they made these decisions,
Made by
and
somebody.
they, I mean, technically they got paid for it,
That's
right?
true.
So it's like, if the whole game was this bonus stage, it would have been so much better.
It would've been
Look
I
at
really
it.
like
That's
this, like
this
Sonic,
screen.
like Pat, like watching the ball move around with his eyes.
Yeah, and his hands moving on the flippers. Yeah. like,
Yeah, he's
this-
playing pinball, and it looks like pinball, and it feels like pinball.
it's
I mean,
smooth.
it's the most basic table of all time, but still, like, better than the actual game.
Look, dude, it's that walrus guy from the show / comics. I don't know.
I don't know. No
Don't talk about the comics, dude.
Ooh. Let's talk about the comics.
No, we're not talking about Ken Penders today.
I'm gonna play that Simple Plan song from that YTMND.
I heard another thing that like one of because this game was like crunched and they had to like call in some of the team that was working on like the actual Sonic games to help them finish it. And one of the main guys from like the Sonic team said that he would never make another Sonic game with American developers.
I respect
That's
that.
pretty funny. That's really funny.
Disowned an entire country because of this game.
That's some serious shit. Like, can you imagine?
Are you gonna call him wrong?
Well, the funny thing is, like, he may have made that decision, but I don't think it really influenced the series, and it took it in a positive direction. You know, knowing what we know at this point in time, in 2025. Like, Sonic isn't exactly known for its wonderful library of fantastic games that aren't shit. I mean, there's some, like, I don't know. This is the only Sonic game I've ever played, but like, everyone knows that this series is full of just, like, garbage.
Yeah, there's some very questionable. Oh God,
Like,
the options theme is back in my ears.
like, specifically, like, Sonic 06 is infamous, right? For being basically, like, not basically broken. It's actually broken. I've never played it, but I've watched videos
There's some
about
very
it. and I've
questionable
seen footage.
character
Oh, it's
interactions
going on the
as
wheel.
well. Yeah, it's going on.
What Sonic was saying?
Sonic 06.
Mhm.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
No.
We're
And
gonna do
then
a
there's
year of Sonic next year.
I think I might go into a coma that year. But I don't know. It's just really Sonic has always been interesting to me because it has a really big, passionate fan base. Like people fucking love Sonic, but the series is full of really, really bad games. So I guess it's just the character that people really love. And I don't know.
You're like a Genesis latchkey kid. And that's all you got, man.
I guess.
I don't know. I'd rather have just held on hope that Treasure made another game. I'm like, hey, Gunstar Heroes and Alien Soldier are fucking radical. Fuck Sonic.
Yeah, like there's definitely good stuff in the Genesis.
Yeah, and we've played them. Crusader of Senti.
Yeah. No.
No, no.
Definitely not that one. Shinobi 3. That's the one.
Yeah, okay, let's try to, we were shit talking the thing at the top. The thing at the top is kind of cool when you can read it and when you're desperately trying not to lose.
It looks like an actual pinball display. Like that's the fact that they made the effort to make it look like that is, I respect that, but everything else about the game, like that's so funny. Just that in and of itself, like we're desperately searching for something positive.
I mean,
the little display at the top is cool.
And so, like, I will say the art and like the way things look aren't bad, but they're just
not at all.
annoying. Like the levels are trash. So like I hated looking at the things, and it's,
They get so
What they
old
should
so
have
fast.
done is they should have just looked at actual pinball tables and just fucking copied them.
Yep.
Honestly, like
Yep.
because
They
some
had
of
this
these,
weird design philosophy where they're like, no, we got to make it a Sonic platformer on top and subdivide it and make it confusing and ruin the pinball physics in the process and everything that makes pinball fun.
yeah,
that's a good way of putting it. We made a pinball game, but took away everything that makes pinball fun. It's like, well, but
Pretty
it's got
much, yeah.
Sonic.
What is left?
And I say that because score felt so arbitrary and not important. It's just like, do the objective, because going around in circles is just you building score, burning your time. Like, there's no skill involved in that. It's
No,
so
there's not.
frustrating.
Skill involved in hitting cool loops.
The part that you're on right now in the video, I think that's just maddening. I can fucking stand it.
Well, the fact that the
His
cluck
ass.
alert was in my way every time with that fucking bee, and I was like, well, yeah, maybe there would be an interesting way around this if he didn't respawn literally instantly.
Totally instantly. Look
This
at
game
that!
sucks.
He's already back.
I just feel like they didn't really like think about the elements they were putting into any of the stages. They just threw them in there and hoped for the best. Like, yeah, this will work. Whatever, fuck it. Like I guess if we're trying to find positive things to say, the graphics are fine. The graphics are
Yeah.
Yeah.
good. It's the pixel art's good. Like, I know it's based on the cartoon, and the Sonic's actual sprite like kind of looks a little more cartoony than he does in the main game. So that's a nice little attention to detail. Why does this game allow you to spin dash? When is that ever?
Because
Useful.
it's Sonic.
Becomes useful in the later levels. You have to do it in certain sections.
Oh, okay.
You like how when you're like walking to the side and jump, it just destroys your momentum, so you jump straight up.
Yeah, the Sonic running around, walking around, like physics, if you want to call them that, are so buggy. It's like, it's bad.
And they put him
It's like-
underwater and then covered him in molasses.
Yeah. Is there?
Broke both his legs.
Yeah, that's it. Also, it's 3 times gravity.
So we're running out of things to say, and we're only an hour into book club.
I mean,
Well, I mean, dude, like,
And I
what-
think that's just the nature of the beast.
there's not really a whole lot to say about this one besides it's fucking garbage. Like, it's just like complete, utter, irredeemable, insulting, just offensive. How many more?
Yeah, no, just keep going. Let it rip.
Stinky.
Stinky, very
ugly,
stinky.
Yeah.
Dude, when
Mean.
Colin opened up to comparing it to Atari ET, I just knew it was over.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. And the thing is, I like score attack games, but like Holden mentioned, like there's no skill involved in the
Yeah.
building of the score in this game. Like on a real pinball table, like when you trigger something, like the table will change, it'll shift. And not only that, but real pinball is fucking hard, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
really challenging. Like you have to be really good to get a high score in pinball in real life. Like, and in pinball games that are done well, like it's also equally challenging. It requires skill to get a high score, and I like games like that where you can challenge yourself to break your score, learn new strategies, you know, stuff like that. But none of that exists in this game. It's just
Yeah. Like, well, I think the perfect thing to that, those little bumpers on the side there, like, you know, we've all probably played pinball on a pinball table. Those things are supposed to be like launchers. Like you're supposed to hit them. You're supposed to get points. They, if they even work, they just kind of bump you in a really obnoxious trajectory. Like right there. Like I'm just grazing them and nothing's happening. And when you hit them, they don't give you score. It's like have the people who made this game played pinball?
maybe not.
Maybe
dude,
not.
Honestly,
Yeah, it's actually a good point.
seriously. Like
I mean, who didn't play pinball back then? I feel like everyone had, right? I think they just didn't do a very good job.
I think they might have walked past the pinball machine once.
Oh, lights, noise. Hey, flippers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a video game.
Would have been way cooler if it was like 8 worlds and it was just like one singular non-scrolling map, and you just did enough stuff to make the boss spawn, like maybe just getting points, and you just moved on.
Kind of sounds
You know.
like a game I've played called Pokemon Pinball.
Yeah, for real. Clearly they weren't cooking with this one.
I just put a turn in the
were
microwave
clucking.
and set it to pizza.
They pushed the popcorn button.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
No!
I like how every package says, "Don't fucking use that button." But it's every microwave.
Every
Somehow
microwave
that
has one.
relates to this game. Somehow.
So this game is like putting something in a microwave. Tinfoil, fork. That knife you're about to
Yeah.
eat while you're listening to the options theme.
Yep.
So,
yeah, so closing statements. I guess.
So yeah, closing arguments. No, I think this game is so bad. I think we need to warrant a new segment. What would you have done to fix this? Like, what is your best
that's
thing
interesting.
that you could say that would do its best job to salvage this?
For me, it would be either a system where it saves your progress, and if you game over, you can just pick a level. Like if you beat level 1, it unlocks level 2 permanently, right? That or passwords.
Yep.
Like I understand resetting the board when you die. I get it because that's like real pinball. That's how real pinball works. And I understand limited continues. Maybe more than, 0 continues would have been nice. But some way of not just instantly slapping you in the face and saying fuck you when you lose. Something like that, I think. And maybe, making it not give you headaches when you play it.
Yeah, I agree. It would be saves and 60 FPS.
I would have even taken just a life reset on every stage. Like get to new stage, here's 3 lives. Because on my best attempt, which I think was in this gameplay video, I got to the 3rd stage with 3 lives and almost 20k point or 20 million points, and immediately flushed them all down the toilet. And I don't think I ever had another good run like that. And then like Zuber, I got to stage 3, hit Sonic around a little bit, ended up in a chute, died, and that's all she wrote. Like if I had 3 lives, maybe I could have fallen in that chute 2 more times.
then quit. You could play it for an additional minute or two.
Yeah, it's just I feel like as far as the gameplay, like they needed to decide if they wanted you to control Sonic or they wanted the pinball physics to be good. Because I
Very
feel
good
like
point.
they split the middle
Yeah.
and it sucked both ways. And I was like, well,
Yes. Completely agree. They wanted to have their cake and to eat the cake, which, as everyone knows, is impossible.
They cooked the cake on popcorn mode.
now that's a quote for the back of this bong.
We cooked
Huh.
the cake on popcorn.
Enjoy.
Yeah. With a question mark, enjoy.
By the way, check out the options music.
No, don't. You're asking for a lawsuit.
Yeah, really. Yeah, don't check out the options music, please, God.
Chris, how would you improve this game?
I already said saves and 60 FPS. But I was just agreeing with Super.
Darth, how would you improve this game?
Well, I think like I've played pinball machines where the board like literally like transforms throughout the play. And those are always, like, in my opinion, the most fun ones to play because you're always like, oh, like there's like this one that we played at Galloping Ghost and it was like a castle and then you like hit the things enough times and the castle gate like comes down and then you shoot the pinball into the castle and there's like a cutscene and then like cool stuff happens, you get points. I feel like self-contained boards would have just been way better having, like you guys said, no Sonic controls. And throwing in more funky stuff. You get a multi-ball, maybe fucking Tails and Knuckles drop in. Maybe there's like power-ups like the shield to like save you from death or like I
Like
don't
make
know.
it a video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, make it like a video game, not make it a platformer because the scrolling sucks. Not being able to see what you're doing or what you're aiming for sucks. Making the points actually matter, maybe as an actual way to progress the level, would have also made the pointless bouncing around actually interesting.
It's a
And,
good
like,
idea.
I don't know. Yeah, just actually make it like a pinball game and not make
Less cluck time would have been
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no clock time. Get it out of here.
Well, I mean, I might have been okay
Zero
with
cluck
like
time.
with like there being like a robot in front of the place I want to get to. If every time I kill the robot, I'm still getting points, that is like progressing me towards the end of the level. You know what I mean? Oh, but it's a bonus. I got him, and I got back fast enough that I can do like the super point thing. You know? It's just otherwise, everything is just like wasting your time.
Yeah, it's true. Nothing
Yeah.
like nothing really ever changes with the boards. Like you never activate a thing. You're just kind of clearing the board.
Yeah, there's like a few times where like you like hit something multiple times in a row and it's like, oh, the door is open now. It's like, cool, great. That's it. It's just a door is now open. There's no longer a wall there. That's it.
Yeah. Basically, pretty much.
I still think you could have been you could have been creative about like, you know, you didn't have to make it basic pinball, but something closer to pinball.
That's why I'm saying, like, have they played pinball? Because a lot of the elements of pinball are absent. Like, if they're trying to make a good pinball game, you would think they would include pinball
Huh.
in their pinball game.
So
So
they weren't
the
trying to
game
make
should...
pinball. They made Spinball.
That's true.
It's completely
Oh my
different.
So you're saying this game would have been much
shit,
better if it
you're
was
right.
more like a video game and more like pinball.
Yeah.
If it was good as opposed to bad,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe if they
big-
set out to do the two things that they had to do, it would have been a reasonable game.
Colin, are you still awake?
I'm here. Yeah.
How would you improve this game?
Everything you guys already said, and if you didn't already say it, then something that was said earlier before this section was having some sort of way to get a general idea of where the fuck you are in the level and what your objectives are. I
Yeah,
think would go
like,
a long way.
maybe if you could pause the game and scroll
Sure.
around.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys like. I actually used that to beat the last two levels and it made it a lot easier. And I also kind of appreciated the levels a little bit more, like looking at them as a full picture. If you just like look up like Sonic Spinball, level 1 map, level 2 map. I don't know. It's like it looks cooler when you can actually see the board and not just the PTSD riddled aftermath that you're dealing with at any given moment in time.
So most virtual pinball games that are good are more zoomed out. But I think they didn't want to do that because they wanted Sonic's sprite to be recognizable as Sonic. Like, you know, a marketing decision. Like, he's their flagship character. You want to have that beautiful sprite of Sonic on the screen, being like, whoa, and everything else he does.
I wonder if it was also because they used that shitty coding language that caused the game to experience so much like frame problems. Maybe only having a certain amount of stuff on screen at a time was, I don't know. I don't even know if that's how things worked on the Genesis.
Well, if it was more zoomed out, all the art would have had less pixels, right? It wouldn't have been as detailed.
This is true.
And like it's essential for pinball to be able to see more of the board.
So like less big levels, you know, more attention to detail, more zoomed out. Not bad, not trash.
Are there any
Make it good. Just do that.
Are there any successful pinball games from this era? I really don't.
Oh
know
yeah,
pinball
oh
games
yeah,
well.
oh yeah.
Are they usually more zoomed out than this?
Yes, they are. All of them.
That is an
I can
interesting
recommend
factor.
some.
Yeah.
Demon Crush, and Alien Crush
Crazy clip name.
Crew
on
ball.
the Turbo graphics are both good. I think there's a Genesis version too. On the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, there's a game called Revenge of the Gator. It's based on a real pinball table. That game's really good.
I love that name.
That's a good name.
It's a really good game. There's some modern games on Steam that are really fucking good. Well, I mean, if you like pinball, one of them is called Demon's Tilt, and there's another one called Xeno Tilt. Both of those are very good. They're on Steam.
I played so much 3D Pinball Space Cadet as a kid. Never mind, I played so
yes.
much of that.
That game is great, and it's like so simple, right? Like
Yeah.
the board is small, you can see the whole thing, but it does it very well. The physics are good. Like the board does change. Like it just feels good as opposed to feeling like shit. Like this game. Like it's like you're walking your dog on a hot summer day, and the dog takes a big dump on the hot asphalt and it starts melting, and you're trying to clean it up, and everyone's judging you, and you can't pick it up because it's melting, and it's just leaving like smear marks on the pavement. That's what this game is. That's what it feels like to play this game.
Well
You're
said.
panic. It smells like shit. You're panicking, and you feel like a bad person.
And you don't want to do it, but you have to.
Yeah.
Well said.
One smear stain out of a popcorn cake.
In the microwave. Oh, Loop de Force. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if we need to go around and have closing statements because I think we have all the same statement.
I'll just give it a number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a hot 2 out of 10.
Same. 2 out of 10.
Damn, that's
this
literally
is
the number I came in with. I was like, I gotta rate this lower than Clock Tower and Legacy of Kain because this game
unprecedented.
sucks.
How is it Oh, well, I know what you mean. Never mind.
This is bad. This is bad.
Precedent.
Dark's got to give it a 10. He's got to bring it back.
11.
He's gonna need like a 50 here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw off the curve. I'll give it. I'm not gonna give it a 2 because I fucking definitely like this game more than Clock Tower, and I definitely liked it more than Fact Xanadu. Yeah, those games also fucking sucked ass.
Okay,
and I
they
thought
do.
Yeah,
they
but
were
they were
good.
like
but
actual functional video games.
Yeah.
I
Not
wouldn't go.
soulless,
I
soul-sucking.
can you
I don't
touch
know, dude.
poison in this game? That's
You
what I
can.
thought.
Yeah, you die, and
Oh,
he goes.
that's
And Sonic looks at you like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah. Dude, I'm dead. No, I'm gonna give it a 4 because like it sucked. But I don't know. It was like at least moderately interesting, I guess. At least I was like kind of like, what fucked up thing is gonna happen next? And it wasn't like Fact Xanadu or Clock Tower where I was like, I don't want to play this so bad, and I don't even think it's like interestingly bad. Like I thought this game was like kind of like bad in a way that you might play Sonic 06, where it's like I don't know, it's like
No, this
kind
game's
of
definitely not
basic
fun bad.
I don't think it's I don't know, dude. I don't think it's fun bad. I think it's just like interesting.
Okay. I just need to say, so you gave Perfect Dark a 4. So
Yeah.
Sure, you want to give this a 4.
Yeah, okay, sure. We'll give it a 3.5 because I would say that I liked Perfect Dark a little bit more than this game.
I
I too am struggling with that statement, but I'm just, I have to accept it.
6.
Perfect Dark is very, very good.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why you guys think that.
Let's talk about Perfect Dark.
We got 45 minutes to do a run back on Perfect Dark.
Okay, who's ready for the special episode Perfect Dark 0.5?
Not happening.
We'll play Perfect Dark 0. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's very comparable. Oh, Chris, I think you said you were a fan of Perfect Dark 0.
I have played the first few missions, and it's a video game.
Yeah, it's a video game. It's not very good or very good at all.
It's good. It's quite good.
What?
You're wrong.
I'm not. Oh god, the options theme is back.
Holden, did you give a score? Sorry.
I'm going to give it 4 out of 10.
That's my free thinker right there.
You
It's a
realize that you're
published
praising
game.
him for saying 4 out of 10.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
are
think
you
this is
kidding
my
me?
lowest score I've ever given any video game, even on a personal level.
God bless.
4
I'll
out of
take it.
10. It was published and shipped.
Once again,
It
I'm
has
going to ask
music and
you.
graphics.
I'm going to ask you, is this the worst game you've ever played? Not counting like things you download on the internet, that like weird like demos you find on the internet, like on AOL, shit like that. Like an actual released commercial game, is this the worst one you've ever played?
Yeah, that's the scary thing, Super, is I'm really, like, all day actually I've been trying to rack my brain for games I find worse, and I think this is actually the worst game I've ever played in my life.
Wild. That's crazy.
You know, I don't think this is the worst game I've ever played, but it's definitely
Oh, it's down there.
Yeah, stinker.
it lives in the same house as those games.
Yeah, I think it's the worst one we've played for sure, but I don't
Wanna
think it's
say-
the worst that I've ever played.
I want to say
I played
that like.
Celeste.
Heck, okay. All right. Anyways, that's crazy. That's crazy. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm reeling.
Yeah, I'm just imagining he didn't say the word that I think he did. Because he couldn't have.
I think he said Quest 64.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Like, I think Perfect Dark is objectively much better than this game, but subjectively, I probably did enjoy this game more than I enjoyed that game. Is that fair?
Sure.
It has to be because it's subjective. It's my opinion.
Yeah, but
You
have
mean
you played this
subjective.
game?
Yeah, I played more of it than you did.
That's not on me, bro.
Hey, bro. Just use that safe state. Just use the safe states, man. It makes the game playable.
I like what Goot said. It makes Nox look like a masterpiece. It really does.
Yeah.
Like looking back on Nox after playing this, I'm like, yeah, give me some more of that.
Yeah,
Let
I'll
me eat
play
a
that.
plate of bacon.
I don't know. Nox is bad.
You watch your mouth, man.
Not this bad, dude.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
That's so funny.
That's-
I have to give my rating,
yeah.
it'll simply be sewer time.
It does say that, yeah. I did notice that.
Sewer time.
You get 5 sewer times in a row.
Very appropriate.
Sewer time. Sewer time.
I do like that robot snake in the water. I thought he was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That
because
and
he was
the
trying to
pinball
kill
display.
Sonic
Yeah, he's
and end the
appropriately
game.
menacing.
It looks like an alien soldier enemy.
I can see that.
And the best thing about him is that he kills Sonic and the game ends.
Yeah. Finally, I'm free. And then you get the fucking options theme score thing, and you're like, oh wait, it wasn't a good thing. Well, I don't know. I think this game was this game's so bad. The OST keeps cutting out. It knows it's. I mean, the OST is probably the only okay thing about this. Options theme memeing aside, like some of the tracks are good, but you have to listen to them for way too long, and they're not that good.
I'm changing my score back to a 4. I'm sorry. I realized I got pressured into making it 3.5, and I would like to change it back to my original score of 4.
I have changed it for you.
Thank you.
So
And
you're
I
saying
changed
that
it back.
this and Perfect Dark are
No.
equally fun.
Yes, I do. I genuinely spent the same amount of time rolling around in a circle as I did running through some JPEG ass fucking building, trying to
Okay.
find where to go. Like,
All right. No, it's fine.
listen, if I had
No,
just had,
I
like,
said it's
if they gave me like a Skyrim pointer in Perfect Dark, I probably would give it like a 7. Honestly, honestly.
So you're saying if they would have painted some stuff yellow?
Yeah, if there's like a sewer, like a couple more sewers. I think there's like 1, but is there 70? No.
You actually do kind of bring up an interesting point, but you're saying Perfect Dark is bad because of the experience you had, and this game is just objectively bad.
Yes.
Like, I know your score is subjective,
Yes.
but
Objectively, I can understand Perfect Dark is much better than this game, and I'm.
Yeah, but
like,
subjectively, Perfect Dark has Elvis, so I don't really understand. So
yeah.
well, I do like that guy, and he's a reason why the game isn't honestly lower.
Have you heard the noise that the Falcon makes when it fires? It's very satisfying.
that's true.
The buttons. All right. Well, I legitimately think we have run out of things to talk about this game.
Nice. I'm so proud.
I'm like kind of going in my brain. I'm like, what was about my experience? Like, yep, Leo walked out of the room. I didn't beat it. It was that bad. 2 out of 10. I will say it is not the worst game I've ever played. To answer a super question. And actually, I would say that the worst game I've ever played I actually beat, which I guess that's a me problem.
Which
Talking
game is that?
about
Deadly Premonition 2.
Oh yeah.
That
what
game
I
is
thought you were gonna
hands
say.
down. Like I seriously do not think I will ever play a worse game. Like, everything about that game was bad. It was a bad sequel. It ran worse than this game. It made no sense in a bad way. It sucked to
So
play.
much longer.
Yeah, it was too long. Like, everything about that game was like pretty much objectively and subjectively awful. I take it back. The rock skipping game was pretty cool. So that's my review of Deadly Premonition 2.
So one thing I can say that we can take away as a positive from this experience is that this has tempered us to look at other games on our list that were potentially, I don't want to say bad, but things that we were like, please don't land on this, and please wheel, don't land on this. Those games now that are on the wheel are, I think for me, are less scary after having played this. It's like, it's like stubbing your toe and being like, this fucking sucks. But then, like, the next week you break your foot and you're like, wow, stubbing my toe wasn't that bad.
Yeah. It gave me kind of some perspective.
Yeah. I think that this game has provided us with that.
Context.
I
I'm a little scared of Simon's Quest, but yeah, I do agree.
It won't ever land.
Yeah, I kind of
won't
didn't
ever
see
land
this one
there.
coming. Like, to your point, Super, it's like, yeah, we're ready for these bad games, like what we think might possibly be bad games. But I didn't see this coming. I didn't know enough about this game.
I knew
see this.
exactly how this was gonna go the moment I picked it. I knew it.
I thought I was gonna like it. I shocked myself.
Wasn't it originally Sonic 2 on the list and then you changed it to this?
No, it was Mega Man 2, but I was like, that's too basic. So I was like, what's the non-basic game?
What a switcher!
I was like, I wanted to put weird games. Like, I was like, fucking, like boring games on there, and I was like, I want
Yeah,
to
I
put
feel
on
ya.
weird games, you know? Like,
I know what
it's
you mean.
a weird fucking game. Drawn to Life was a weird fucking game. I
You
just
should
think
play
like
Seaman on the Dreamcast.
Somebody's gonna
Oh,
put
yeah.
Echo the Dolphin. I'm gonna put Body Harvest, and we're just gonna ruin this entire operation.
So we decided we're gonna flip a coin, right, between what was it, Fear and RE1?
Yes.
Well,
Well-
if you guys want to, I don't want to. I know Chris really wants to play Resident Evil. I don't know if you guys were leaning one way or another.
I'm 100%
I would
down
also
to play
be down.
both.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah, I'm ambivalent.
so RE1 then.
Yeah, sure.
I
I
thought-
would say the same thing here though.
It's director's cut, right?
Yes. Not the DualShock
not
version.
the DualShock version.
The one with clown farts.
Oh, basement theme. That'd be something.
Someone just send me a copy of a CD or whatever.
Yeah,
How do
Yeah,
we
mail
how do
me
you
a
even
CD.
play? How do you play Resident Evil 1?
on the PS1.
It's a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah, you go to your
The
local.
Yeah, PC port on GOG is really good too, I think.
Is there
That's-
any ports on modern consoles?
Yeah.
It's an okay, sweet. I might just do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can buy it digitally.
I feel like
on
for
the
like horror
PlayStation.
games, I feel like horror games deserve to be played on the big screen. You feel me?
Well, I played. I don't know how relevant this is, but I played the Cube version and I never played the PS1 one, so I'm really looking forward to playing this specific one for the discussion.
So the GOG version is not director's cut. That's the original.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I think director's
mind.
cut is only on PS1. Actually, I don't think there's any modern ports of it. I'm not exactly sure. But I mean, I think the best way to play it would be PS1. Duck Station. Oh, Duck Station.
Magic.
Oh.
PS1.
Magic
Quack.
PlayStation.
All right, cool.
All right,
So I guess we just decided on that, and we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know. I'm looking at a thing here that says Resident Evil Director's Cut PS5. Do you have a PS5, Darth?
Yes.
Okay, well there you go.
Dude, so you're telling me it is the worst scoring, slow, like fastest book club, and there's not even a wheel at the end? Oh my god.
I mean, it's kinda
what a
fitting.
Worst
buzzkill, dude.
episode ever.
Can you make a wheel with one item on it?
I can make
Yeah. Spin that wheel. You should make it, but it's just like a 99 to 1 odds that we just end up playing Fear instead. Just to keep it spicy.
This
Put a
is
JPEG of Leo on the screen.
Just make
this is the worst game we've played, worst rated game we've played by over 2 whole points.
Wow.
Dang.
nice. Well, at least it was
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Congratulations, Sonic.
But I'm happy you picked it. I really am. It was fun.
I think it's funny that this is my only experience with the Sonic franchise.
Let's see if
That's
we can get
about
a
all you
third really
needed.
bad one with Sonic in it somehow.
I'm whipping up a wheel.
I still think Sonic Adventures 1 is a good game.
I've never played it, but I
Yeah.
remember when it came out on Dreamcast, I remember everyone being really happy about it and saying
Yeah.
that it was really good.
Same. I was one of those weirdos with a Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was cool. One of my friends had it, and he had a bunch of games on it. He had House of the Dead 2 and 2 light guns.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So I used to
That
go
is
to his
pretty cool.
house, and we would play that. It was
Did he-
so cool.
Did you have a Saturn too?
No,
Nobody had a Saturn. Don't lie.
I had a Saturn.
You had a Saturn.
Yeah, that's right.
you're the only person.
All right, you guys ready for this wheel?
Yes.
So ready.
Y'all.
Let's see. All right. Da-da-da. All right, this wheel's gonna go insanely hard. Oh, we'll full screen this one. So we're gonna end it by deciding whether Sonic Spinball is more equivalent to the hot dog dump on hot pavement, or if it's microwave cake on popcorn mode.
Okay.
Well, let's find out. I'm kind of rooting for the dump because
It's
the
the
cake
wheel.
sounds. It's still a cake in the end.
Finally, some wheel action.
Let it rip. Spin that wheel.
Come on, microwave cake.
Don't spoil.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe this.
No, this is the future that needed to happen. We are on the proper timeline.
It makes
does
you
this
feel
mean for book club?
It makes you feel ashamed,
Yeah.
and it smells bad.
Oh, what a pick, Darth. I appreciate it. I like not even shit posting. Like this is. We needed one of these where we just came in, no holds barred, bloody knuckle, and just fucking trash the shit out of a game.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
not a
another
good
positive
game.
we can take away. It united us all.
This is not-
'Cause there's some games where we disagreed, right? And we're like, well, how could you possibly see it this way when I see it this way? But for this game, it's like we're a united front. We have a common enemy.
Yeah, this is a common enemy, except for apparently the YouTube comments, and then now they are our common enemy.
I think if everyone in the world just played this game, that would probably fix a lot of things.
Yeah, it would
Like, if
clear
Yeah.
up so much.
It would
They should
absolutely.
just like airdrop Sega Genesis consoles and CRTs over like all the third world countries.
Yeah,
and
airdrop
everything.
CRTs.
Just kill everybody.
I do not believe that person in the YouTube comments fired up their Genesis. I refuse to believe they did that.
Somebody dusted off their copy of Sonic Spinball. Was like, I'm gonna have a good day today.
Just goes to show you how strong nostalgia is.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
I spent $15 on this game to play it for this book club.
I'm sorry.
Ew.
Why did you do that?
Are you gonna take it back?
Excuse
Elon, can
me.
you refund it?
I have my
$15 well
receipt.
spent.
And then as your argument, just give them the VOD of this.
Yeah,
That's your proof.
that'll work. Yeah.
All right, well, fellas, at least we know we don't have to play Sonic Spinball next month, and that's reassuring in and of itself. Yeah, deep sigh of relief. But yeah, so it's gonna be October. We're gonna stick with tradition. We're gonna play a spooky game. What was it? Oh God, Clock Tower, and then we played Alien Isolation. One of those two things was not like the other, so we're gonna find
They're
out which
Both bad.
camp. Shut up. We're gonna find out which camp Resident Evil 1, the original, and director's cut, PS1 or PC,
Yeah, director's cut.
PS4, however you want to play it. We're gonna meet back here, probably a little. What? We're gonna Halloween time it.
I
think
can't do
so.
Halloween time.
A little
Closest to Halloween.
bit closest.
I could do like the week before.
Week
but
before?
not the week
Okay.
of.
Sounds good.
That works.
Colin's good to go trick or treating and hand out copies of Sonic Spinball.
Back to Rhode Island, man.
Well, boo. You know what? Tell them you gotta play Sonic Spinball instead. They'll understand. Or they'll think you're a mental
Like, I'm
patient.
sorry for your loss.
Yeah, exactly. But yes,
Take
join
both,
us
I mean,
in later October for what has to be a longer episode than this, where we play Resident Evil 1. But Chris, Darth, Super, Holden, Colin, thanks especially for powering through, staying up.
Yeah. Sorry to be not a great conversation partner here, but we got through it.
There wasn't much to talk about, so.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh,
Fellas, always a good time. Looking forward to the next one. Everybody at the studio, audience at home, thanks for joining. This has been seriously casual. Sonic Spinball hot dog dump on a hot pavement cleanup. We hope you enjoyed it.
Goodbye.
See you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
Night, everybody. Have a good one. See you next month.